Sean, why did the team feel like now is a good time to suspend Kyrie?
I would point back to the release, the statement that went out from the team yesterday, and in that, clearly outlines that over the course of the last 5 to 6 days, the organization has made multiple attempts to get with Kyrie and his representation and to have them clarify his feelings and put out a sense of remorse for this. And that obviously didn't happen, and he refused to disavow that until his tweet last night. So I think this was the best course of action as it stands right now is to suspend him. Because they're not the values of our organization right now.
Considering he spent seven days not apologizing and then apologized a couple hours after he gets suspended, do you think after the suspension is over, 5 games or however long it lasts, do you have hope that he'll be of the right mindset and be an appropriate asset to the team?
Well, I think after anything like this, you would always hope that there's a change. There's a change in feelings, a change in attitude, and I think per his apology last night, that's a step in the right direction. But again, as I think we've sort of stated, that actions speak louder than words, and so he's had some time, and there'll be some more time to reflect on this.
I'm sorry, Sean. Is the apology enough where you would say, okay, 5 games, he can come back, or do you want to see something else too?
No, the apology is a step in the
Okay,
right direction.
okay.
Yeah, no, that's certainly not enough.
Sean, what else does he have to do? In
Yeah,
the statement it said, you guys want to see some other things. What are those steps?
There is going to be some remedial steps and measures that have been put in place for him to obviously seek some counseling, designated by the team from dealing with some anti-hate and some Jewish leaders within our community. He's going to have to sit down with them. He's going to have to sit down with the organization after this, and we'll evaluate and see if this is the right opportunity to bring him back.
Was there any consideration of waiving or releasing?
No, not at this particular time.
You just,
Go ahead, Stefan.
I was just going to say, you just said he would have to sit down with Jewish leaders, he would have to sit down with the organization. Thus far, he has been unwilling to sit down with the ADL and any similar figures.
No.
Is that actually a condition, that he actually has to sit down with Jewish leaders and whoever the organization determines
Yes.
would be relevant?
Yeah, we will determine who we would like him to sit down with. I think we started this off by trying to work through an education piece to this and educate all parties involved. That obviously did not work. That's why we find ourselves at this juncture now. So that education piece should continue to go through, and that would be a big part of what Kyrie needs to fulfill.
If I can ask one follow-up, which is, you said at your previous press conference that there was an education piece for everyone. I was just curious if you could explain why you said that, and what did you feel that we need to learn from Kyrie in the situation?
Well, I think in all these circumstances, you need to find out where your particular player is coming from. And, we'd love to hear from him, and we did not hear from him until his remarks yesterday morning. And those remarks are not something that we're going to condone as an organization.
So there was not constant dialogue from him to you guys during this. It sounds like there was almost no dialogue directly from him.
There was some. I would say there wasn't enough. I said in circumstances like this, when you're dealing with an issue that is far greater than honestly the game of basketball. I think that's what we need to keep in perspective here. We all play a game of basketball for a living, manage a game, coach a game, and so forth. When you touch subjects like this and you don't show remorse for them immediately, that's when people start asking questions. That's why we're here doing this right now.
Sean, you talked about some of the remedial things that you guys would like to see. Have you been given any indication from him that he's willing to go through these steps?
It's brand new, right? We just discussed this last night just in our statement. So, I think we're going to give him some time, and it's up to him. I mean, his actions will speak louder than words, and if he wants to participate in that, we'll see where it all goes.
Sean, have you talked to him since the Instagram post last night?
I have not talked to him since then, no.